Greetings, family, and welcome to another edition of KSOL Black Talk Radio, the new black media. Today's video is about Delta Airlines, who once again is accused of racially profiling another African American. This time it's the wife of Gary Owens, the actor and comedian. So Delta Airlines is reviewing allegations that a black woman, the wife of actor and comedian Gary Owens, was racially profiled by a ticket agent. On Sunday, Owens, who has starred in films such as Ride Along and Think Like a Man, made an Instagram video about his wife Kenya Duke and their daughter trying to board a morning flight from Cincinnati to San Francisco. Quote, "So they tell everyone to line up for first class," unquote, says Owen in the video. Quote, "My wife gets in line and the guy working the gate asks my wife, quote, 'Oh, are you in first?' And Kenya answered that she had a first class ticket and said, 'Are you not going to ask the guy behind me about a white man also in line?' Quote, and he goes, 'No,' said Owens. When Kenya asked why, the man allegedly said, "'Cause I don't feel like it." Owens said, quote, "Now, my wife's a black lady. The guy behind her was a white dude, and the ticket agent was a white dude. But he asked the black lady, 'Are you in first?' but not the white dude. So Delta, I have almost 3 million miles with you. When you see this lady," said Owen, pointing the camera to Kenya, "that's my wife. She flies first. Don't ask." In his Instagram caption, Owens wrote, "I know you have a lot of amazing employees that treat people with respect and dignity, but what happened this morning was not okay," unquote. A Delta spokesperson said that Kenya had lined up to board her flight 30 minutes early, ahead of children and elderly or disabled passengers with priority, and was blocking access to the aircraft. According to the representative, the man behind Kenya was a few feet away in a designated boarding area. Delta does not tolerate discrimination of any kind, a Delta spokesperson says. Bullshit. "We are reviewing the situation with our Cincinnati team and are in contact with the customer to better understand what transpired." So, family, let's discuss this for a brief second or two. First off, let's just address Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines seems to be more on the racist tinge than anything else. They've had more than enough situations involving black riders or black passengers. Furthermore, even black employees. I would venture to go that far. But we've seen how they've been in the news quite a few times, Delta Airlines, with their racist antics. From one to the next to the next. And each one of them is just totally ridiculous. Moving to the second point, the fact that they claim that Kenya Duke lined up 30 minutes ahead of everyone else, including children, disabled, and seniors. It sounded like at the beginning of the article that they asked people to line up for first class. Not only that, the ticket agent wouldn't have asked that question. He would have asked a different question. Not, "Are you in first?" implying that you can't be in first. You're a black woman. That's what he might as well have just said. Delta knows this. Delta needs way more than just better training. They need to just fire all of their senior management staffs and get new people in there who knows right from wrong and can teach people right from wrong. Moving on to the second point. I wouldn't be surprised if Cynthia G doesn't come out with her fangs and fire, showing an example where here is a white man protecting and defending his black woman. This is an ugly look to me as a black man, and I think every other black man should be looking at this situation and then looking at ourselves, asking ourselves, why are we not protecting our black woman? And when I say this, I say we because I don't want people to think that I'm holier than thou or passing judgment on other people without putting myself in the same situation. Nonetheless, we have too many examples where black men have not stood up for black women. And that is very problematic. And so the beta males in our society, of course, can't stand when people like Cynthia G or others bring this up about the black man's masculinity, the black man's courage, the black man's intelligence, the black man's will and power to do what he knows is right. And he has failed to do that. But then here comes a white boy like Gary Owens. And I have to tell you, I'm not one of his fans at all. I'm not one of his fans at all. He's that white boy who says he can go to any barbecue. And that's debatable. That's debatable. But I know I've seen him get into it with a few people and he said some questionable things that I think is questionable just because he's swirling it up married to this black woman. But nonetheless, this video isn't even about that. This is about the point that here is an example of a white man protecting his black woman, his wife. Here is an example, a good example of a white man protecting his black wife. That should be a message to every black man across America. We should be doing the same thing always. This is Guru at KSOL Black Talk Radio. Thanks a lot for watching and listening. If you have any points or comments, please leave them below. Thanks a lot. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.